We're on chapter 7 now, and we're going to be talking about the male reproductive system. This one's not a huge chapter, so we're just going to go through this really quickly. We'll only have one narrated PowerPoint this chapter. So when we talk about the male reproductive system, we're going to be talking about all of the parts of the male reproductive system that are required to produce offspring. So here we have the picture that can be found in your textbook. On page 271, you will not be required to label anything for the quiz or the test, but just understand where the various parts are when we talk about things like the prostate gland and things like that. Know where it is in relation to the actual male reproductive structure. So here are all the parts of the male reproductive system with the definition. Some of them are going to be familiar to you and you're going to already know what they mean, but some of them are going to be new, so please pay close attention to this as they will be covered on the quiz. So here are just some more definitions, and again you can find those on page 270 and 271 in your book. Alright, let's go over it. There are very few combining forms as well as prefixes and suffixes for this chapter. So we'll talk about balano, epididimo. I want you to pay close attention to this third one. Notice how many different combining forms mean the same thing. And those combining forms all mean testes or testicle. So remember, it's going to be a little difficult if I give you a definition and ask you to write the word. So in this instance, I will probably give you the word and you just write the definition, in the form of matching on the test, telling me what the term means. So notice we only have about 6 of these this chapter. Again, just 2 more, andro and sperm and spermato. All right. Only suffix that we have this time is ism. So you see we're already through the first part of the chapter. So these are the ones built from word parts, which means you can use any of the any word parts that are new this chapter, plus all of those that we've covered before, and you can do these on your own. You don't need to memorize anything. The ones not built from word parts, you'll see that are the more common ones that you're going to know about are like erectile dysfunction, prostate cancer, and testicular carcinoma, which is going to be cancer of the testes. Okay, straight on through to surgical terms built from word parts. Again, you already know all of these. I want to talk a little bit about a vasectomy. A vasectomy is basically where they go in and they render a male sterile. In other words, he can't produce offspring. And what they do is actually they cut part of this vas deferens out so that the sperm can't flow all the way through. Another one that you're probably very familiar with is circumcision, and of course that's just removing the foreskin off of the penis. And that's usually done when babies, when little boys are babies. One thing that I do want you to be familiar with is this prostate-specific antigen, which is PSA, because that is one of the most common tools that a physician will use in order to determine if a male has prostate cancer or not. And we have some words not built from word parts, and I've indicated in the exercises which ones you really need to focus on. In this chapter, they list the sexually transmitted diseases that can pertain to both male and female, so pay attention to those as well. And of course, last but not least, our abbreviations. All of this is going to be up on the website for you, and do all of your exercises. Use any information you can to study for your quiz and your tests.